The final Group 1 of the British Flat Race season. They're lined up and they're away for the Racing Post Trophy. And restrained leaving the stalls is Fencing. Where's the pace coming from on the right? Learn with the white face from Talwar. In the maroon and white jacket, nose-banded Zip Top. Camelot seeking cover, just a bit keen early on, along with Fencing at the rear of the field as Learn takes them along at what appears to be a pretty good pace from Talwar in second. Zip Top is third, and then Fencing, and finally the heavily supported favourite Camelot, favourite for next year's Derby, in the purple jacket at the back of the field as they cover the first 2.5 furlongs. They're just racing past the 5 pole now. They've covered 3, and it's Learn by 2 lengths to Talwar on the right of Zip Top. Then in behind them is Fencing and Camelot as now they pass the halfway stage, and so still Learn takes them along. No changes in the order here. Zip Top travelling a lot better than he did at Newmarket, in second place on the near side of Talwar, but no move yet from Fencing's rider William Buick, nor for that matter Joseph O'Brien, sitting high in the saddle aboard Camelot, still in last place, about 5 lengths off his stable companion. The race beginning in earnest now. Learn leads the way, challenged by Zip Top. Talwar, Fencing making good ground on the far side, still O'Brien waiting on Camelot in behind. What will the favourite find? He's getting there now. Zip Top leads from Fencing. Here's Camelot almost on the bridle, coming through on the near side. Oh, he's a good horse, all right. Oh, Camelot at leisure. Oh, a very smart horse indeed. He lives up to the hype and wins the Racing Post Trophy in tremendous style.
About to be answered. It's the Kipco 2,000 guineas. Your classic commentator is Richard Hoyles.
Camelot's just gone forward. That will leave us with Hermival as the last one to be installed for the Kipco 2,000 guineas, and they're off and racing. And from the stalls, they look as if they may well split, with Coupe de Ville, Abtal and Ptolemaic heading over to the far side in company with Hermival. Talwar leads a trio up the centre, which are made up of Casper Netcher and Saigon, whilst Trumpet Major leads the largest group just off the rails ahead of Born to See, who's quite keen. Then we have towards the right in that group as well, Redact in company with Fencing, who's in that group behind the Speed, in company with Red Duke as they make their way through the first furlong. Camelot is in the right-hand group towards the rear of it early on. So Abtal leads the quartet over on the far side in a fragmented race with Coupe de Ville, Hermival and also Ptolemaic in that group. The trio down the centre still being led by Talwar, who gives a lead to Casper Netcher and Saigon. At the moment, the group on the far side and at the centre have a lead over Redact, who heads up the main group with Trumpet Major, Born to See. Then Fencing, top offers just behind the Speed in that group, in company as well with Red Duke, French 15, Camelot still towards the rear of that group as they're on down towards halfway. So now the near side group beginning to try and draw alongside. Trumpet Major, Fencing, top offer on the right. Red Duke being produced with Born to See. Casper Netcher coming over to this near side group. Over on the far side, Abtal leads Hermival there. Saigon's a little marooned out in the centre of the racecourse, but is still their front rank. Casper Netcher has moved through to lead the Guineas with Trumpet Major. Over on the far side, Hermival and Abtal lead over there. Behind these, Saigon, French 15 staying on. Camelot is now making good progress to come and join the leaders on the near side. Over on the far side, Hermival, Camelot and French 15 on the near side. French 15, but Camelot is knuckling down. Camelot nosing to the front and driven out. Will win for Joseph O'Brien. Camelot comes of age, beats French 15. Over on the far side, Hermival was next home with Coupe de Ville probably fourth. Is it? We're all set. And they're off. Bonfire jumped in the air as the Investec Derby field leave the stalls, and out early it's Astrology's white cap who shows well to the fore. Mickdam is also handy with Thoughtworthy as they climb the hill, Rugged Cross and Cavaliero. At this stage Bonfire is in 6th place just ahead of Main Sequence. Camelot, ridden with restraint, only has minimised risk behind as Astrology climbs the hill at a reasonable gallop, leading by a length or so. From in second, Rugged Cross, Cavaliero closer to the rail, disputing 3rd place with Thoughtworthy in the white and green. Mickdam in the yellow colours, Bonfire the noseband light blue ahead of Main Sequence in the cross belts. Camelot's purple cap only has one behind, and that one is minimised risk. So having got to the front, Astrology is now just setting an even gallop. Thoughtworthy is in 2nd place on the outside of Rugged Cross. Cavaliero is now settled in 4th as Bonfire makes a place moving past Mickdam. Then Main Sequence, Camelot still just with one behind, and that is minimised risk at this this stage. They're climbing towards the highest point of the course. Astrology out in front for Ryan Moore, leads by 2 lengths from Thoughtworthy in second place. In third is Rugged Cross, just ahead of Bonfire, who's made another place, picking off Cavaliero to move through into fourth. Cavaliero niggled along in fifth place from Main Sequence Mick Darm. No move yet from Camelot, who's won from the back with minimised risk. So Astrology it is who leads the descent towards Tattenham Corner. Thoughtworthy moves closer to within 3 parts of a length. Bonfire travels okay on the outside of Rugged Cross. Cavaliero and Main Sequence next. Camelot's now 2 from the back. Mick Darm in the yellow colours. And last of all is minimised risk. Tattenham Corner, and Thoughtworthy moves through to press Astrology, and these two quicken off the front end. In third place, Bonfire with Rugged Cross. Camelot moving through into about 5th place, but still has 6 lengths off these dueling leaders. Astrology, white cap, white colours of Thoughtworthy. Then in third place, Rugged Cross. Bonfire with the noseband. Camelot asked to now move through, is into 5th place, but out in front, Astrology has kicked off the front end and has got a break. It's Camelot who's out after his stable companion, but Astrology got first run and a 3-length lead. Camelot hanging down the camber is beginning to close the initiative as they go inside the final furlong, and now Camelot moves past Astrology. Into third is Main Sequence, but up towards the line it is Camelot who leads by 3 or 4 lengths from Astrology, and at the line the father and son combination of Joseph and Aidan O'Brien won the Investec Derby with Camelot. Tied for second, Astrology and Main Sequence. In fourth was Thoughtworthy, then Bonfire, Mick Darm behind these.
Camelot always has been a legend, and it remains one. He takes the Investec Derby in Jubilee year in the style that we anticipated, expected, nay, demanded. He has obliterated his rivals. He was ridden with supreme confidence off the pace by the 19-year-old Joseph O'Brien. For father Aidan, Aidan ends his 10-year wait for another Derby victory, but he's got it in style, in real style. The runner-up in the Investec Derby is Main Sequence, who has run a tremendous race for David Lanigan, and it is Camelot's pace-setting stable companion Astrology who is third. But Camelot prevails, and could we now have a horse to become the first Triple Crown winner since Nijinsky in 1970. Surely that now will be the aim, and what an exciting prospect that is. Pure class.
Really hope that's the case, Nick, and you've got the ideal horse.
I hope so. Here goes the favourite Camelot into stalls for the Dubai duty-free Irish Derby. In he goes, the long odds-on favourite. We're ready to go with the big one, and away they go. And in the early stages, it's Astrology, as expected, who sets off to make the running, followed by Akeed Mafid in second. Light heavy towards the outside, Camelot tucked in fourth place, and Born to See behind him, last of the quintet, as they continue now towards the end of the first 2 furlongs. And Astrology going a good enough pace in the lead from Akeed Mafid in second. Then Light Heavy close up on the outside in third, a couple of lengths behind them Camelot, and stalking him is Born to See as they go past the 10 furlong pole. And it's Astrology and Shamie Heffernan bidding for his third success in the race, with the lead of about 4 lengths over Akeed Mafid in second. A length away is Light Heavy, 2.5 back to Camelot and Joseph O'Brien and Johnny Murtagh. Born to See 2 lengths last at this stage as they go past the mile pole. Astrology has a lead of almost 6 lengths now. Akeed Mafid in second, then Light Heavy, Kevin Manning in third. 2.5 lengths away comes Camelot and Born to See in rear as they stretch along the far side of the course and begin to go uphill. And it's Astrology in front by a good 5-6 lengths to Akeed Mafid. William Buick in second, then Light Heavy in third. Camelot, the favourite, in fourth place, and last of all is Born to See as they race up towards the top of the course and the halfway stage. Astrology leads by about 4 to Akeed Mafid. Light Heavy in third. Camelot is 2.5 lengths back, and Born to See still in rear as they race along the top of the course and past the 5 furlong pole, beginning to descend. And Astrology's lead has been reduced now to about a length. Akeed Mafid, Light Heavy poised on the outside. Camelot lobbing along just behind them in fourth, followed 2 lengths back by Born to See. into the home turn now, inside the last half mile. Keed Mafeed comes through to take the lead from Astrology. Light Heavy moving up on the outside. Camelot still going easily just behind him, and tracking him all the way is Born to See. Off the turn, inside the last three, Keed Mafeed from Light Heavy. Camelot moves up in third. Born to See is next. Astrology is dropped right out of contention. And here comes Camelot now on the outside, but Keed Mafeed on the far side. Light Heavy and Born to See up the centre of the track. And then Camelot just wandering a little bit. He's in front. Born to See is throwing down a challenge. They've gone on from Light Heavy. The race to the final furlong. Camelot the leader. Born to See coming after him. They're clear of Light Heavy. Inside the final furlong, Camelot and Born to See testing ground, but Camelot has what it takes as they race up to the line. Hands and heels in the closing stages. Camelot does the Derby double, wins it by about a length and a half. Born to See is second, clear of Light Heavy third. Keed Mafeed fourth, and a long way last Astrology. So Camelot becomes the 15th horse to complete the Epsom Derby double. A few wobbly moments in the straight, but he's won at odds of 5-1 on.
Well, anyway, I don't think it was ever an anxious moment, Pat, but just he didn't run away from the other horse. But I mean, on old ground as bad as that, you couldn't expect any more, could you?
No, I don't think you could expect any horse to put a really special performance up today in that ground. I think he's done it very well. The way he travelled through the race was very impressive, but this ground he's laboured on it, but still got the job done.
Still got the job done is right, you know, and now he's won. And full marks to everybody for running him, because without him, this would have been a damn squib. He'd everything to lose and not a lot to gain. So 10 out of 10 for Connections. Let them take his chance here in the Irish Derby, because the Derby needs the big stars, like the golf needs the Tiger Woods or the Federers at Wimbledon. We needed Camelot here today, and it was great to see him, and he did it well, without, as I said, spectacular, but he's had a good honest old horse. When you gave him a crack, he went about his job. Born to See has run a super race, hasn't he?
He's run a blinder, and fair play to Johnny. He got him lovely and relaxed out the back, got him switched off, and he got the trip better than I thought he would, to be honest. But he's full marks to everybody there. That horse is going the right way now, and he's run a massive race.
Yeah, he's a half brother to See the Stars and Galileo, and he nearly, for just a half a stride, was he going to do win a third Derby, but this horse has done it well. Any more you can't do. Joseph will be happy enough. He's trying to probably think of the rest of the races for the season in mind too. Doesn't want to give him too hard a race, and they've opened up some daylight on the others, Pat, haven't they?
Definitely, but you have to be careful, and as I said, they're thinking long term with this horse, and you could leave a horse behind you here very, very easily, and but I think the way he travelled through the race was very impressive, and I just think he laboured on the ground today.
The first couple of furlongs. So Dartford the pacemaker at an even gallop leads Thoughtworthy in second place. At this stage in third is Thomas Chippendale on the inside of Ursa Major, racing in fourth place. In fifth is Enka on the inside. Mikel Barcelona of Frankie Dettori on Michael Angelo. Joseph O'Brien has Camelot steady towards the rear of the field. Main Sequence has been able to make up the ground lost at the start, and Guarantee is another one that is held up in the early stages. So the pace is no more than even, being set by Dartford, with Thoughtworthy positioned in second place in pursuit of the leader. Thomas Chippendale in the check colours with the white sleeves races in third, just ahead of, in fourth place, Ursa Major. In fifth, the Godolphin Blue and a little keen is Enka on the inside of, in sixth place, the black jacket of Michael Angelo. Camelot unhurried at this stage, races in seventh. In the purple and white, ahead of Guarantee, and Main Sequence is at the rear of the field. So they're preparing now to take the turn that'll bring them steadily back towards home. Out in front, Dartford, but has not set a frenetic pace, and as a result, the field is still pretty well bunched, with William Buick in second place on Thoughtworthy in a position to control the race. In third place is Thomas Chippendale, just ahead of, in fourth place, Ursa Major on the outside of the Godolphin Blue of Enka. Racing in sixth place then is Michael Angelo, as the pace just allowed to increase slightly. Camelot, Guarantee and Main Sequence are still towards the tail of the field. So out in front, it's Dartford who leads the ledger by a length from racing in second, Thoughtworthy. In third is Thomas Chippendale. In fourth is Ursa Major ahead of Enki on a long rein in fifth for Mikel Barcelona as they prepare to swing back towards home. Then behind these is Michelangelo. Camelot still unhurried in about seventh place as they prepare to straighten with Guarantee and Main Sequence. And now Dartford is really trying to press the metal, has extended 3 lengths clear from Thoughtworthy, Thomas Chippendale. Still Camelot is unhurried in seventh place as the race begins to develop. Thoughtworthy poised on the heels now of the pacemaker as they pass the 4 is the first to go and commit. Ursa Major racing in second place. Thomas Chippendale, Enki, Camelot taking the brave route up the inside. Gonna have to avoid the pacemaker, eases off his heels. Then Michelangelo, Thoughtworthy leads the ledger from in second Ursa Major. Thomas Chippendale, then Enki. Camelot just trying to find an opening. On the inside is in about fifth place. Angles out underneath Michelangelo. Thoughtworthy leads from Enki. Camelot is now asked to stretch as Enki's gone to the front of the ledger. A furlong and a half from home and has got a break on Camelot, who's got 3 lengths to find. Michelangelo is back in third. Enki leads by 2 lengths. Has got a bump on Camelot in second, who's chasing Enki, but Enki's got first run and is going to deprive Camelot of the Triple Crown. Enki for Mikel Barcelona and Mahmoud Al Zaruni won the ledger. Camelot, what might have been in second.
There's the Dual Derby winner of last season, Camelot, making his seasonal reappearance as they make the run up now towards the top of the hill and triumphant, striding along in front, followed by Macbeth. Parish Hall, a course and distance winner here last time, after a lengthy absence, is racing in third place, being followed by Negotiate and Camelot, but they race on up now towards the 7, beginning the climb up to the top of the hill, and Triumphant has stretched on clear of Macbeth. Good 6-7 lengths between the first and second, then just over 2 lengths to Parish Hall, who's followed by Negotiate, and Camelot, the back marker of the quintet. Reaching the top of the hill, and shortly now they'll be making the downhill run for the approach to the straight, and Triumphant and Shamie Heffernan out in front, Macbeth and Shane Foley second, Parish Hall running third for Kevin Manning with Negotiate and Pat Smullen, followed by Camelot, Joseph O'Brien, as they make the descent now to take them down on the approach to the turn into the straight. They've got just over half a mile to go, and Triumphant is clear of Macbeth, Parish Hall, Camelot just improving on the outside of Negotiate. They're coming now to make the approach for the turn into the straight. Just a little over 3 to go in the High Chaparral European Breeders' Fund Mooresbridge Stakes. And it's Triumphant out in front of Macbeth in second. Parish Hall is third. Then comes Camelot on the outside of Negotiate as they straighten up for home now. And it's Triumphant the leader, not so far in front now as Macbeth tries to close. Parish Hall is followed by Camelot making ground up the middle of the track. They're racing with a furlong and a half to go. Macbeth joins Triumphant. Parish Hall just sets a reminder in between horses, and Camelot now quickens up on the outside. Racing inside the last 200 now, and Camelot has come right through them from last to first, and Camelot goes on from Triumphant and Parish Hall, and it's a winning reappearance for Camelot, who'll score for Joseph O'Brien.